Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are here with myself, as usual, unfortunately. No, I'm sorry. We also have Danielle Barber.
Hello.
And we are with Mr. PT, right?
Yes, Pitty.
Pitty,
Yeah.
Mr. Pitty.
Legal name, Sterling Hunter.
Throw that out there for Mama. They said my real name is Sterling Hunter. Sterling Andre Hunter.
And I would tell you,
that real name is
like
Pip.
I said earlier, Sterling Hunter is just as cool as Mr. T.
Mr. T.
I mean, Sterling Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
It's pristine.
It is.
I'm very thankful that my parents were educated and wanted my name to sound white on paper, so I could get a job. That's really what it's about. Mama and Daddy, thank you so much. I'm employed and doing what I want to do.
Everybody thinks you're an old white woman.
Cindy Passmore and Brenda, I'm a white woman now as well. I play all kinds of stuff on TV. Mr. T, white women.
Yeah. I mean, we're sorry. I mean, we're getting a little carried away during this, but it's going to be a good show. We're glad all three of y'all are joining us out there in internet land. But yeah, we'll be back here shortly with the full episode. Thank you.
We pity the fool that don't listen.
I would say that, but it actually sounds more like I'm an extra in Deliverance. So, white hillbilly just doesn't work for me. All right, later. Gotta go.
So, what got you started being a Mr. T, Sterling?
I got started because I looked in the mirror and I was just like, "Hey, you're black." And
shut the front door.
Yeah,
hey,
that's the beginning. That is the beginning. You have to be black to be Mr. T. There's actually an Argentinian Mr. T impersonator, and I mean he does it good.
Yeah.
Color is wrong. But no, seriously though, my daughter was born in 2009. And I stayed home with her for her first year to keep her out of daycare and stuff. I was one of those dads, and so
love it.
I would wake her up in the middle of the night to keep her from waking her mom because her mom went back to back to work a couple of months after, and so there would be old A-Team episodes on, and I sat there and I would watch those, and I was just like, one night I bet you I could cut my hair in that mohawk just like Mr. T. And I practiced. I would grow it out a little bit and practice. She was born in December, so from December to Halloween, you can imagine how many times I would practice and all of that. And then I went out. I didn't even like the way that I'm dressed now with all of the chains and stuff. I went out with one silver chain and a brown overall suit that I had from XTO in the neighborhoods. I pity the fool. I cannot believe you look like Mr. T. I was like, wow, this might be pretty good. From there, it just took off. I got a job at the Health Science Center. They would have Halloween contests. I won that 6 years in a row. I did Steve Urkel 1 year just to show my versatility because I can be a tough guy or I can be a nerd.
We gotta have him back for Urkel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I have the suspenders anymore. So
I'll buy you some suspenders.
We will get you a pair of suspenders. We got to see this.
The haircut is a little bit different from her.
Yeah, it's.
Everybody always would come up and they're like, so do you do any other characters? I was like, lady, look at my hair. What else am I doing?
You are kind of limited.
Yeah, it's Mr. T or
throw on a blonde wig.
Michael Jordan. If I cut it all off, that's about it. But yeah, I won that Halloween contest, and then I got hired at the Embassy Suites downtown Fort Worth, and I ended up. We did I loved working there because every month we would do something for themed, I guess, for the holidays. So I was an elf for Christmas, and then I was Cupid for Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. I was a big old black leprechaun. I rocked that one. That was probably everybody's favorite other than Halloween with Mr. T. But yeah, I did that for 2 years. People probably around 2 years after I started doing it for Halloween, people would be like, man, you look enough like him that, you probably could make a living doing a double. And I was like, let's go hire my black ass to do no party. The boy was I wrong. I should have listened 6-7 years ago.
You'd be retired right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd be just like the room is be retired and sitting around and not doing anything. I got to work for the next 30 years. But Yeah, I started. COVID ended up kind of forcing us out of the hotel industry, and it's crazy because a few months before, I was thinking about trying to do it. But I was like, well, if somebody lets me know they're going to have a party like 2 months before, I'll grow my hair out, take a couple of days off, go to their party, and then come back and do that because I can't be at the hotel and have a mohawk. It just wasn't considered.
That's frowned upon?
Yeah.
That's rude.
I was just like, people with tattoo sleeves all over their ass.
And you can't have a mohawk?
Come on now. And now it's probably like, well, we should have went ahead and let him do this. It's like, I'm gone now.
Yeah. Sorry.
You snooze, you lose, bro.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose, bro. So I ended up, COVID hit, and I came out. And last July, I made business cards, and I did my first little personal party, and I've gotten hired. It's crazy because I started off just thinking that I was going to do parties and commercials. Then this dentist office asked me, hey, we've got client referrals that send business to us. Can we put up goodie bags and then you go and deliver them? And I was like, I'll go ahead and do that. And
nice.
then somebody asked me to babysit their kids, and I was just like, I'll pity the kids. Now, that's really not a service, people, unless you want it to be.
You got to pay well for that one.
You got to pay well for that one. It's hard pitying kids. I pity my own, and I charge her. So,
Nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much just what kind of got me started and where I am today now.
That's badass.
Yeah, I think Danielle said something. You drive for Uber also? Still?
Yes, I am an Uber driver.
You do that as
Mr.T most of the
nice.
time. Yeah, I've got the plastic chains on because it gets. You start driving for 8 hours and you got that heavy shit on, and then by the time the 20th person gets in your car,
look like you have osteoporosis and stuff. You're all hushed over.
My neck is tired. I don't want to drive no more. But yeah, I drive for Uber, and it's a lot of people. It's like, dude, that is so genius because you're marketing. Even when you're not
exactly.
working or whatever. And I've actually got a couple of booked gigs off of this guy is driving back to Dallas, so 45 minutes of doing Mr. T stuff and telling jokes, and he was like, I've got a Christmas party. I need you there. And I was like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, it is definitely fun Ubering and pitting fools.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
The first time I ran into him was, I think it was this summer. My girlfriend and I had went to the children's charities. It was one of their events not in the stockyard proper, but
any happy hours.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, Janae, there's a real Mr. T here. Look, that's a Mr. T.
Speaking of happy hour, we have two coming up before the end of the year.
Oh,
we have one next Thursday, or is it this Thursday? I mean, I'm drinking now, so it don't matter.
Happy hour every hour.
But we have one December 16th, and that is an ugly Christmas sweater happy hour, and that's going to be on the patio here in Azle. So you're more than welcome to come out and join us.
Get it on my calendar.
All right,
Absolutely.
awesome. Yeah.
You said there's two though.
Yeah, it's just a regular happy hour coming up. We hold one once a month for a real estate group. We have lenders, real estate agents, just various people in the real estate business. They come out. We have a happy hour. Just it's one of our Facebook groups.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we hold one once a month.
Did you find it funny that he said regular? There's nothing ever regular about happy hour.
I mean, for him, because he drinks every day.
I don't drink every day.
I stand corrected. It's a regular happy hour.
He only drinks on Sunday mornings.
I only
actually.
drink Sunday mornings.
Drink water. The rest of the week.
Honestly, I do. I drink water Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
This is your day, then.
This is my day, and the reason I'm going to blame the podcast because I'm a very introverted type person by nature. This has to happen, or the show don't.
So you went outside your shell and said, "I am introverted, but I want to do this." That is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I have help.
Oh, you've had
Yes.
I am introverted and shy as well. Nobody ever believes when I say that.
I am so shy.
Yeah, I said that. I was at this random Halloween thing one day, and people were getting on the elevator, and I was just like, "Oh my God!" The guy that I was there with, he was going to go. He had dressed up as like Kiss or something like that, and he was getting on the elevator to go change. And I was standing there, and he got on the elevator, and I was standing at the door, and I was just like, "Oh my God, he's leaving me. I'm shy. I don't really know what to do." And the lady looked at another lady and said, "Is he really shy?" Look at him. It's like, I got you.
I pity the food.
I pity that food.
Yeah, we actually did Halloween over at Danielle's house this year, and she didn't get it. Probably a lot of people else didn't, but her husband was Dr. Dre. We got him an outfit. He had the stethoscope and the little medical hat or whatever it was. And then me and Danielle wore M&M t-shirts.
Oh my gosh.
He got it.
Y'all could have got me there to be Snoop Dogg and we would have set it off.
You can do Snoop Dogg too?
Yeah.
See,
there's actually a Snoop Dogg impersonator. You would be okay.
Nobody got it. Nobody got it except me.
I got it real quick. If you would have told all black people, then they would have got it.
Well, I didn't want to stereotype or anything.
Sometimes
like that.
you got to though. Like I said, there's an Argentinian. There's no way to describe it other than he's a mr.t. But yeah, wow, that is funny.
Yeah, it worked for me, but yeah, everybody else was like, okay, whatever.
What are y'all supposed to be?
I just go where I'm told and wear what I'm supposed to wear. Like, he's so bossy that I'm like, okay, whatever.
He's got to be though.
Yeah.
He has got to be. Take a swig.
The boss will have a drink.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna need a pay raise.
You got fired before the show even started.
She did. She was over there
You're working for free right now.
laying into his age and stuff. I saw her. I
78. Thought I forgot 78. I'll remember that.
Yep.
78, and you look great.
Yeah,
You have to
she
say the
added
whole
that.
rhyme.
No, the rest of it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it is irrelevant. If she is here next week, people, then there will be a protective order because she got fired today.
I'm gonna bring my
and be like, you need to come and get rid of her.
I'm gonna bring my security.
Mr. T the bouncer.
That's right.
Hey, I mean, you can do pretty much anything you want. I mean,
Pretty
Uber
much.
driver, birthday parties, events. So
Everything,
bodyguard,
yeah.
why not?
It's crazy because
Clubber
Mr.
Lang.
T-
I want to see you at Clubber Lang.
Yeah.
You need to be wearing the box outfit, the glove.
I got hired
She don't even
for-
know who Clubber Lang is.
I got hired for a
She
party.
really is fired now.
You don't know who.
She really is fired.
Lord have mercy. That is.
You
how
think I'm
he
playing.
got his start.
Well, I knew he was a bouncer or a door guy or something like that.
Clubber
Like,
Lang is a character from Rocky 3.
that's what my husband told me.
The character.
The character.
Okay.
I mean, you almost need to dismiss yourself from the table in the middle of the podcast and go and Google and then come back and be like, oh
No,
my God, he's
no,
got-
actually, right now she just needs to go Google it and just stay wherever she Googled it at.
Yeah,
She's done.
Rude.
She's done.
Rude.
Done. Clubber Lang, come on, Rocky 3, you got to watch it.
Sorry.
As a matter of fact, but after this,
Lord,
we're
I
gonna watch it.
apologize.
Yeah, we've got a TV right here. We'll just put it on. Go straight to
Thank you, Chris.
Chris gonna Google it for you?
He did. He pulled it right up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yes, he was a boxer. He boxed Rocky in Rocky 3.
But he was also like he was not originally cast for that role, right?
No, they looked at other real boxers. They looked at
Like,
Ernie Shavers.
He literally got picked up because of like how big he
Oh yeah,
was.
he had
Yeah,
a physique about him, and
Yeah,
and
and he
that
was on America's Americans Play or something like that on NBC. And Sylvester Stallone and his casting agent actually saw him on there. I was just like, hey, this guy, has got the, because he's done. It's crazy because I almost got hired to be like a bouncer at a party just randomly. I'm down there because I go to embassy quite a bit and do stuff in downtown. So these guys, I got to go back to the whole story. So I was with this guy that's trying to be my agent at breakfast, and there was these guys there, and I was taking pictures with a bunch of people. Well, those guys that were sitting in the booth behind us didn't take their picture with me. So then I go to embassy because I had a package to pick up. Same guys from this restaurant, like in Magnolia area, come to that area. They were like walking by embassy, and it's like, hey, can we take a picture with you? And I was like, okay, wow, this is random that we both end up like going from this area to this area, and now y'all get a picture. Well,
Stalker.
another guy, I follow Mr. T around. These other guys were walking by, and I took a picture with them. Well, I try to pass out cards. People are like, why don't you charge for pictures? And I'm like, each card that I hand out, the cheapest thing that I charge is $100. So why am I going to charge somebody $10 for a picture when they might pay me $100 later? So
Exactly.
I'm just like, you take a card, the picture is free is the way I operate. So I gave this guy a card, and I didn't know him or anything like that. It's a group of guys walking by, and he just, hey, can I take a picture with you or whatever? I took a picture. He texts me later and it's like, hey, I'm having this party, and we want you to be like a bouncer and work the door as Mr. T. And I was like, okay, that sounds like that'll be fun. I was in Louisville doing something else, but I was like, hey, I'll try to make it out. It ended up not working out, but it was just funny that Mr. T is really a bouncer. Now here I am.
That would be pretty funny
for kindergarten parties, all the way up to I'm a bouncer at this private party. So it was like hilarious. You never know what you're really gonna have. I probably will end up babysitting somebody's kids one day, and it'll be just like, okay, I can add this to the services now. I can babysit the kids now. Pity the fools, big and small.
Oh man! All right.
I love it. I wish I could have been somebody else.
We all wish you could be somebody else, Danielle.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, all right. We're gonna go ahead. Woo!
You're not fired anymore.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back here shortly.
I heard that the real Mr. T knows who you are. Tell us about that.
I will tell you about that.
Thank you.
So just making fun of her because she gets real serious on the mic for a second there. So I will tell you about that. So yeah, I was doing a party fest in Dallas a few months ago, and this photo booth. This guy has a 360 photo booth. And so, of course, you go to these things, you go all the time, you take pictures with a million people, and it's whatever. So,
I'm famous like that.
I didn't think much of it. Yeah, well, you take pictures all the time.
I
don't.
That
they're going to get back to the real Mr. T.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Me, they just say, another white guy.
Maybe they would. I thought you were Dominican when we first came in. They might not say white. There you go. Look, see,
I thought you were Hispanic.
Now I'm
a 78-year-old
She called me a 78-year-old. He said I'm Dominican. He's hot.
I like your representation much better than hers.
Now she's going to pity the fool. I invited you to be a guest.
Muchas gracias.
But so I did the photo booth thing with the guy, and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm going to put it on Instagram, this, that, and the other and stuff, and put it on Facebook. So a few days passed, and then he sends me this screenshot of this guy standing with Mr. T. And when I go back and look at it, he's like, oh my God, this is so awesome. So I go back and look at it. He put the picture in his Facebook photo booth group. Say that 10 times fast.
No.
And
don't even say it once.
Yeah, no, I struggle with it. I had to practice in the photo booth group to get it right so that I wouldn't be stumbling over. But he put the picture in there. Well, this guy from California is best friends with Mr. T for years. He sends the picture to Mr. T, who is in Chicago, and Mr. T, he sends a message back saying, I sent your impersonator to the real Mr. T. He's sitting here laughing out loud and amazed at how much this guy resembles. And I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
And the first thing I think is, okay, he's not mad, because when you impersonate,
you don't want Clubber Lang getting pissed off.
Yeah, you really don't. I was just like, if anybody is going to impersonate somebody and it's going to be somebody that might get upset and knock their head off, it would be Mr. T. Even at 69 years old. So it's just like, man, so he's not mad. But I was just like, this is so awesome because, he spread so much joy. Like, I walk into places and I said that I've done it for about 10 years. Well, I would just do it for Halloween. I didn't try to do the voice. I didn't do the gyrations and walk like him or anything like that. I would just dress up, go and do things, and then, or go out trick-or-treating or whatever, and then that was it. So when I started doing it, like, full-time, people are, like, running after your car and yelling, I pity the fool while they pass by. This guy almost got in an accident downtown. It was a cop. Mr. Luther, if you were listening, I remember your name, and I remember that you almost got in an accident. He was coming down and, like, looking and almost ran into this car. I see him, like, 3 weeks later at QT, and he rolls up and man, I don't know if you remember me, brother, but I almost got in an accident when I was like, yeah, I remember that. It's just craziness. But yeah, he was just like, and did you know that Mr. T really doesn't like people impersonating him? And I was like, well, did you know that he actually knows that I'm impersonating? He hadn't told me that yet. So I was just like, yeah. But they did that A-Team movie back in 2010. They wanted him to be in it and do a cameo. He didn't want to do it, and I remembered looking at, I think he was on Wendy Williams' show, and he was just like, I'm the only person that can do Mr. T. You can't just put a mohawk on a black guy and some chains and then think that he's going to be Mr. T. So I don't want to be in it, pretty much. And I was just like, okay. Everybody always asks me, like, have I reached out to him? Does he know that I exist and this and that and other? I was like, I kind of want to meet him, but I kind of don't want him to knock me out. So when the guy messaged, long story short, when the guy messaged and said that he was laughing, I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, hopefully I will get to a point where I can schedule, to go over to Chicago and hang out with him and get his blessing to be able to, because of course, my stage name is Mr.T because I can't say like I'm Mr. T because I
copyright for
yeah, you don't want to run around and especially if you're robbing banks and stuff. It's just like there's no way to hide that Mr. T robbed that bank because I've basically given up all of my black habits because now I am Mr. T. So no more robbing banks, no more doing anything that regular black guys would do. Mr. T, you gotta be. But yeah, it's so I'm hoping that I get a chance to meet him and hang out with him and then get his blessing to be able to do things on a higher level.
Go to a higher the next level.
The next level of not robbing banks. So yeah, we were discussing about me not having an agent, and it is pretty amazing that I've done this for about a year and a half and don't have an agent. Well, she is over there. That was a good one.
We got people in the background about ready to die right now. They're holding their breath from laughing so much that I think they're about ready to pass out.
Yeah.
So there's another story from my childhood. So we were as broke as you can be, right, when I was growing up. And there was this
black kid. Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
And there was this older black woman that lived across the street from us. And I was 3 or 4, probably closer to 3. This was when I burned our house down. And my mom said that
and now
every
she sells
morning.
Home insurance.
And I told you, I've literally, if you can do it,
for that role for a long time.
If you can do it, I've probably done it. Okay, like
that is amazing.
I've even flooded a house out. So
and she's got a car in a foreign country.
Yeah, I did. I fell off a bridge.
I'm gonna have to come back to this last podcast. This is wow. There's so many stories.
There's so many things.
I'm not even the most interesting person at the table. How did you flood and leave a car in a foreign land?
We'll talk about that.
Another story for another day.
Another story, another day. Yeah.
But this woman that lived across the street from us, my mom said I would go over there every morning. She left her house unlocked because it was, 80s, early 80s.
Yeah.
And so I go in
I know
there.
about the 80s, fool.
Yeah, fool. And I can't even do it right. I'm going to lose my voice. And so I'd go in there and I'd wake her up. Make me breakfast. Because most of the time, my parents didn't have food to feed us. And so this woman had I guess just fed me at some point. And so from there on out, she was feeding me. And so,
exactly.
And so every morning I would go over there and I'd go, feed me breakfast. And she'd get out of bed. She'd go make me cereal or she'd make me eggs or whatever. And she went up and told my mom, she was like, your kid's crazy. I keep a gun under my pillow. I've almost blown her head off every morning.
And you did not care.
Hey,
I loved her so much. Yeah. I wish I still knew who she was. I was so young and I
got fed all those times and you don't even remember who was feeding you.
No, because my parents we were evicted, probably after I burned the bathroom down, or the house down, but we moved, we were constantly, you've seen Maid, right? Has anybody seen Maid? That was my childhood. So I'm constantly just moving around from place to place wherever we could land, basically. And so, yeah. Man. So wherever she is, God bless you.
Yes. And she won't burn your house down.
I will not.
She's learned.
I've learned. If I burn it, I'm going to flood it, so.
Yeah. It's gonna be
and she's going to claim the insurance on it, too.
Probably not.
That's insurance fraud. Sorry. We'll leave that one out.
I have all kinds of stories, though.
Wow. Yeah, we'll definitely have to come back because, damn. Yeah, we'll have to learn some more.
Stuff that you didn't know, too. You just kind of
yeah,
most people don't.
Unfired just due to the fact that we got to find out some more shit about her.
Some more, yeah.
Most people don't know about my childhood.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but made me who I am.
Look. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was supposed to say. Look at who you are today. Exactly. That's what matters.
I think my mom's a legit badass.
I met her. Yes,
Mama.
Yeah.
Mama gets underneath houses. She does her own plumbing. She gets on roofs. So
wow.
That's her mother.
Yep. That's legitimately my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back here shortly.
Well, thank you for tuning in today. We had Sterling Hunter on with us. And remember to like and subscribe down below and hook him up if you need a Mr. T at your events or you just want to hang out with him because he's f***ing hysterical. That'd be awesome too. How can they book you?
They can book me. My email address and all of that stuff is going to be shown. I have a phone number, text message, Instagram, Facebook. I don't have an agent yet. I have TikTok. I haven't gotten any bookings from there yet. But yeah,
keep it up. I say that like I have a TikTok.
You don't even have a TikTok?
No.
TikTok is cool.
Might have to bleep that one out.
I shake my ass on TikTok every once in a while. It doesn't have much. I don't have much traction on there. But basically, and the services that I offer, I do parties. I've done a wedding before, which is like the Super Bowl for impersonators. I do client deliveries. If you've got like people that refer business to you, I'll go out and deliver stuff for them. I've done a conference before. I actually went and this company hired me to go and just walk around and take pictures with people and stuff at a conference. And then I do Uber. So if you don't want to go through the Uber app, you can just hit me up and, hey, Mr. T, can you take me here? It'll be a fun, hysterical ride. So, I just love when people ask, like, they treat you like you're like, a clown would go to an event and they would blow up balloons and make people like, what do you do at parties? I'm like, I pity fools, sucker. What else do you expect Mr. T to do at a party?
I wear gold chains.
Yeah, I wear gold chains and I got a mohawk. It's cool to take pictures with me.
I look pretty. That's what I do.
Exactly. Take pictures and have fun. So yeah,
I love it.
If you can think of it though, I can pity it. So if there is a service that I have not done yet, I look forward to somebody coming up. I feel it in my bones that eventually gonna babysit somebody's kids. Like I just feel somebody's gonna. It would be so cool to have Mr. T babysit my kids while I take my wife out. Just go sit on the couch and watch old 18 episodes.
I'm telling you right now, when that happens, call us immediately.
Yeah,
because you're coming on the show that next week. I don't care whoever's booked. They're gone. You're coming in. Because we got to hear about it.
We got to hear about
it. While it's still fresh.
Because a lot gets lost in translation from week to week.
This is true.
I'm telling you, message us immediately. You're on the show. Whatever we got to do.
We will make it happen. Yes. It's going to happen.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and
we appreciate
coming to join us. Truly appreciate hanging out with you.
We don't know what our show is actually going to do for you. It may hurt your reputation. I don't know.
I doubt it very seriously. I pity the fool that thinks they're going to hurt my reputation. So y'all pity. This was great.
All right.
We will see y'all next week.
Maybe.
Who knows? May get censored out.
If we do, we'll just start the OnlyFans.